Good morning, everyone. I've been sitting here for a minute and I'm like, I swear that peacock feather is falling every day. It's just like, doesn't it seem lower and lower? I don't move my camera stand. It stays right there. But that peacock feather. Anyway, I ate a whole thing of watermelon this morning when I got up. And I was like, no, I need something more. So I could have waited to start the video, but I was like, why? I've done everything else on here. Alright. So here we go, last bite. Some of you maybe you're low on potassium, because I was like craving a banana before I started this video. I was like, I have to eat it. I felt like I had to. So I don't know if your potassium is low, and of course this isn't for everybody. It's just whoever I'm picking up on, drawn to watch this message today, or whenever this is going to resonate. Anyway, so last night I just got out of the shower too. Excuse me, because I'm feeling a little frizzy. It's kind of humid, and I'm feeling a little frizzy. I look like a chia pet. Again, last night, as usual, I was laying in bed and I'm getting messages, and I posted the song I was channeling. I started channeling that song from 3 Days Grace, Never Too Late, and I was getting a really huge sense. See, I've heard that song. It's an old song. I heard it when I was in high school. I believe I was in high school, or right outside of it, but it's a beautiful song, but I never watched the video. So last night, I heard it in my head. I was channeling it out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. I haven't heard that song in forever. So I looked it up on YouTube and watched it, and the video was like, wow. If some of you haven't seen that song, or heard the song even, or seen the video from 3 Days Grace, Not Too Late, or Never Too Late, I posted it yesterday in my community tab on here. Wow, right? That's a really strong message it was sending. When I woke up this morning, I didn't really know what they were trying to tell me last night, aside from the video that made sense to me on a personal level. But I was like, okay, this is something, somebody in the collective needed this. But then when I woke up this morning, it was the weirdest thing. I got up kind of late today. It was like I felt like my body just needed so much more rest. But as soon as I woke up, it was like immediately I felt in love. And I know that sounds so crazy, right? Because it's like, with who? But it wasn't like a who. I just woke up, and the first awareness I had was, I'm so in love. So I sat with that for a minute, and I was like, whoa, spirit, because like that's what woke me up. It was that awareness. It was almost like someone else was present in my room, but they weren't. Like an energy came through, or someone's spirit guide, or someone's spirit, or my spirit guides, and was like, get up. This is what the vibe is today, and we need you to talk about it. But then I'm like, yeah, but then what does that have to do with the song I channeled last night, Spirit? It's not too late, because that seemed sadder. The Spirit was like, no, it has nothing to do with that. Whoever I'm picking up on today, the group of people around the world, whether this is you watching me or someone's energy towards you or something else, whether you need this now, whether it resonates now or in the future. You know, I talk about love on here, or more so, what I see as love isn't really from here. I get that vibe. It's coming back again. I don't know if this is someone who, like, their energy is in and out. I don't know if this is someone who's feeling up and down, like maybe they're juggling their realities right now. It's not really their emotions or feelings, it's deeper than that. I feel like someone could be juggling their realities right now, because their energy comes in and out. You see, some days we get these strong love messages, and then it kind of fades into, you know, or maybe it's just life happens and people get distracted, but somebody's love is really, and it's not love from here. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, well, I guess I do know how to explain it, because Spirit's reminded me, what happened to you this morning? Use that as an example. And all I can think is, well, I woke up, and the first thing I felt, it wasn't a feeling, guys. I know that's crazy, right? But it wasn't a feeling. It was like the first thing I knew, I'm so in love. I feel it right now. It's almost like butterflies, but not. It's like, it's almost like my heart chakra is vibrating, and all of my chakras feel like they're open, and I can't even talk. See, if I take on the energy for a minute and I sit here, whoever's coming through, it's very intense. Oh my God, it's like radiating outside of someone. Someone is experiencing intense love, and the love is not a feeling, and that's what is so incredibly earth-shaking to someone, because it's like someone knows. It's almost this idea of when true love happens without knowing what next is going to happen, without any certainty. That's true love, right? Where it's like it's just there. It's not something you had to work on. It's not something that and I'm not talking about like love at first sight, but well, maybe it is. And I do believe in love at first sight, because the love that I believe in isn't from here. So it absolutely, because also I am adopted, and we've talked about this before, but for those of you who are new, of course I believe in love at first sight. I believe in true love, but it doesn't look like what we practice in the human existence or in the human condition. It's very different. It's just like a person can see a child, and this child is not blood related to them. This child is not, they didn't create this child from what people call love. You know, people say that, and it's like, okay, well, there's children that are still loved that didn't necessarily come from love. But you can have a person who can see that child and be like, that's my child. People who adopt children, like, I know that's my child. They immediately fall in love. It's not like, let me try this child out first and see if they're a good fit. Some people do that, and I guess I understand that if you already have children, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking in a romantic sense. I woke up and I knew I was in love. But with who, I don't know, because it wasn't about that. It was about the truth of it. It was about getting this message out. Somebody knows. I guess I could say somebody knows who they're in love with, but it's, I don't know what that means. Does it mean this person wants to go and marry them? I don't know. I don't feel like it's from here. By that I mean it's not of the earthly realm. It's deeper than that. It's like a knowing, you know, claircognizance. Someone could have spiritual gifts here. They could be very spiritually inclined, or it's like their soul has recognized a person who's a part of their soul family, but it's deeper than that. It could be like a soulmate, or if you believe in twin flames, soulmates, whatever you believe in. It's definitely a soul tie. It's just like when a person sees a child and they adopt that child, because they're like, this child was meant to be with me. I was always meant to be your mom. I was always meant to be your dad. You were always meant to be in my arms, in my family, in my life. It's just like that. Someone is like, it's not, I could say it's my heart that loves you. I could say I'm in love with you. I could, but I could hold you until we both fall asleep eternally. I could do all these things, but I'm telling you right now, what I know we share with each other goes far beyond this lifetime, and on and on and on and on. I'm getting the Titanic in my head. I'm literally hearing Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On," you know, far across the distance and spaces between us. You have come to show you go on. This could even be an individual who's like, no matter what I do, I can't get this person. I'm here, I can't take my eyes off of you. Even when we look like this, I'm hearing that's when I love you the most. It's like somebody loves someone no matter what. They just love them because you can't help it. It's like there's a connection there that will always be there. It has always been there. It doesn't matter what is in between. Because when it's real, it's real. This could be an individual, like whoever this is that has this awareness now to who their heart, you could say, belongs to, honestly, but it's not their heart. It's everything. I mean, their whole essence is connected to someone. They maybe even feel like it's their duty to watch over this person or protect them in some way, or always have their back, or always be their guard, their guardian, their guide. Someone's very protective of someone here, and it's because of what they know about this person and the connection between the two of them. It's almost like, I mean, if we're thinking about the movie Twilight, you know, like vampires, so it's almost like imprinting. It's like been imprinted. Someone's imprinted on someone, and they're like, Because the reason I'm thinking about that is because I'm thinking about the song. It has to have something to do with this message. So I'm thinking about the song I channeled last night from 3 Days Grace, Not Too Late, Never Too Late. One of these individuals, or maybe even the both of them, could have had a very rough existence, because if you notice the song and the video, it's pretty terrible. So someone's went through something here. We all do. But I feel like this was pretty bad. Someone's went through something really bad, at least here. And the other person is like, I would never let anything happen to you. And not even just here, it's deeper than that. Even if this is someone who's like watching from the shadows, who's like not up front, it's like their energy is standing right beside you. Even if they're not in the room, this person, I mean, hell, they may even be passed over on the other side. Someone is somebody's protector here, and it's a male or a masculine. No, it's a male. There's a masculine energy here that is highly, highly energetic. It's like, I can't not love you. You are a part of me. I know it. It's almost like the parent knows that this is their child, even if it wasn't something that came through them. I love you just the same. It doesn't matter. I can't help loving you. And it's not love like what we experience in the human condition here. I can't reiterate that enough. It has nothing to do with Earth on this planet and what people think love here is. Not at all. When you think of that love, it's exhausting. When you think of true love, it's clean and it's free. There are no stresses in it. None. Not real love. There are no stresses in it because it knows itself so well. I woke up and I knew I was in love. I didn't need to know anything else. It was my first awareness. And that is the point here. That's the point. Somebody knows. And then I'm thinking Grace, Gracie could be someone's name. Grace, Gracie, Graceland, something to do with Elvis. Or Graceland, Graceland, Grayson. I'm also hearing Aiden. I'm hearing a lot of names now. 3 Days Grace, 3 days. 3. The number 3 could be significant here for someone. Maybe March is significant, the 3rd month, or maybe on the 3rd, or something to do with 3 people. 3 is significant here for somebody. Or in 3 days. It's kind of silent now. I've been sitting here for a minute and just waiting for the energy to go, but it's very silent. It's very quiet. So perhaps this is an individual who they're experiencing this awareness of how in love they are or how connected they are, but they aren't necessarily or at all communicating this. They may be energetically doing it, but they're not verbally doing it. What is stopping someone here? Okay, so I'm sitting here like, what is stopping somebody though? Like, what is it? And stopping them from what? I don't know. Maybe just speaking up, or maybe they're not meant to. Maybe this is meant to be some sort of silent, romantic love that goes beyond the ages, that is never brought forward into the light. It's just kind of a hidden, I know, something. Maybe that's it. Maybe it never does anything. Maybe it's not meant to. You know, I told you, true love doesn't look like what we're doing in the human condition. It doesn't. It's very different. But that doesn't mean there isn't, that it doesn't have similarities. There may be. You know. You know, it could be that someone here is, because of the song 3 Days Grace, Never Too Late, someone could know what another person's been through. They could know how rough a person's had it, whether they caused this person to have a rough experience in life or just life in general, you know. Whoever this is that knows, they know they're connected to another person. I mean, with love, true love. They don't expect anything. They don't need anything. They don't want anything. It just is there. It's present and it will never leave. And they don't need anything from this person. If this person and lives their own life and has and does their own things, it's not going to make this person upset. It's like, I love with you. I'm in love with you, and you go have your life or do whatever, but I'm not getting that here. I'm getting that this is someone who is going to do something, but what's been taking them a while, and I'm starting to itch all of a sudden, so confirmation. But, you know, what could have been taking someone a while is because maybe they're getting themselves together. Maybe they're like, this person's been through enough, or maybe they're like, this person's done a lot of work on themselves, and I want to do that too. I don't want to just, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they know that, or something in them is like, I'm still kind of working on me, or I'm making changes. Someone could be making some pretty significant changes in their life right now before expressing this love. But I'm telling you, it's starting to become overwhelming because the fact that I woke up, I woke up just being in love. I was just like, I'm so in love. I mean, it was like pouring out of my heart. I felt like God was just standing in front of me, just holding me or something. Like, it was just pure love, and my heart was racing, and I felt like completely enveloped and safe out of nowhere. I mean, usually I feel like shit when I wake up. Usually I got sleep in my eyes and morning breath, and I probably did, but whatever it was that was in my awareness was like, I don't care what it is, like, I love you. Okay, well, I think this is going to be a pretty short message today. Pretty short and simple. It didn't feel like there was a whole lot to say. However, I got to tell you about this dream I had last night. Oh boy. The reason I say oh boy is because I talk in my sleep. I've been talking in my sleep since I was a kid. I always talk in my sleep, and it wakes me up, but it's so crazy. Sometimes I'm like, do my guides talk to me in my sleep, spirit? I'm not even kidding. Like, sometimes I will wake up and be like, I meet my guides in my sleep. Have any of you met your guides in your sleep? I don't know, but like, I will be asleep and I will straight up meet my guides, and sometimes I'm not aware they're my spirit guides until I wake up. But last night, so I have something coming up, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to wear? What do I want to wear? And I went to sleep thinking about that. After I was posting this song by 3 Days Grace, I was just kind of laying there trying to go to sleep, and it took me forever. But I was picturing this event or this day. It's just for myself, really. And I was picturing how I wanted it, like how I wanted myself that day. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was picturing myself in different outfits or different colors. And I'm like, oh, I really want that one. And I woke up to telling myself, do the black one. It's much more flattering on you. I was like, what? Because, like, clearly I wasn't talking in my dream, but it was like my consciousness or my spirit guide, you know? But it was like when I woke up, I was aware it was my spirit guide. It's a female. There's a female. I have a couple of spirit guides, but I have a female spirit guide, and she likes to direct me on what to do. I can't. Like, I want to get off here. I mean, I don't want to get off here, but I feel like it's time to get off here because I feel like there's nothing else coming through. But for some reason, there's more in there. Like, there's more to come out. I feel like Mordecai is one of the main personalities in the book of Esther in the Hebrew Bible. He is described as being the son of Jar in the tribe of Benjamin. What did Mordecai do? Let's look it up. Hey, let's just stay on here a little longer. Y'all know I like talking to you. How many times do I say I want to get off here and then I just keep talking? But here we go. Let's figure it out. This has something to do with the message. Oh, Mordecai saves the king. One day when Mordecai was walking outside the royal gates, he overheard two eunuchs plotting to assassinate the king. Mordecai told Esther of what he had heard, and she in turn told the king. Thanks to Mordecai, he was able to stop the attempt and execute the conspirators. Oh shit. It had to do with this message. I have chills. Woo! Someone here is majorly in love with someone, okay? I don't know how the connection looks, but I don't think it looks anything like what we practice in the human condition, to sum it up. This means I don't think these people are together. These two people. The person who knows they're in love, they're like, I'm 100% sure it's you. That doesn't mean it's you, let's get married, it's you. Now maybe, but I don't know. It's not about that. Let's not get hung up on that. Let's stay on track. This person is basically Mordecai. This person, this Mordecai, this individual who has this awareness, this knowing, they know who they are. They know they are love, and they know they are in it also with this other person. So they're like, we were meant to be in this life together. I was meant to meet you and know you. I've always known you. There's just this knowing that I love you. I don't care what you've done. I don't need to know anything else. I forgive it all. I don't even need to forgive it. I understand it. When I don't, I'll try. And if I can't, I'll do it anyway because you're the one. It's something like that. This Mordecai is a protector to whoever they love. And maybe they've sensed people around them trying to harm them, people around them trying to hurt them, or maybe they know it. And this is someone who's going to stop it. Whatever they see someone or others trying to do, they're going to stop it in whatever way they have to do that. Whether it's lifting the person they love up higher so that no one can reach them, whether it's giving them some sort of support where they can get away from these energies around them, whatever it is, this is someone who's like, I will do whatever I have to do to protect you on this planet because I can't help it. It is it's kind of Twilighty. It is kind of Twilighty, where if you've seen the movie Twilight, there's several of them, but where Edward is just like, I can't stay away from you. Like, I can't not protect you. And I feel like someone here, they have this awareness. I mean, and it says Mordecai saves the king. So maybe Mordecai here is like whoever they are protecting or saving or loving or helping, and this is someone in their life that they know is paramount. This is someone they know is so important. Their presence in their life, their existence in their life, it's for a reason. It's very important, and the two of them were meant to meet here. This is someone who knows that, and they're like, I have to protect you. Like, I feel like this could even, I don't know, that's crazy. I'm getting like, it's like a spiritual bodyguard. It's like someone who knows that they were sent here to spiritually protect someone or to always protect them, to be their guardian, their guide. Kind of like how we feel for our children, that no matter what we would, we do what we have to do to protect them. But it's like this, but see, I could say romantically, but I don't even feel like, these two people are not together, so I don't even think they're having sex. There's no intimacy. I don't feel like there's any intimacy. Will there be intimacy? There's a high fucking possibility. I'm telling you, there's a high possibility. I feel it. I feel like, I feel like there hasn't been, or there hasn't been in a very long time, or there has been, no, for the majority, there has not been any intimacy. Maybe not even really any touching, if so, very little. But it's been like, I feel like, you ever got those magnets by each other that you get them on the wrong side and they push away from each other? It's like you can't stick them together. It's like there's been such a force keeping these people apart, or life in general has just kept these people from meeting up, from connecting. It's like we had to meet this way, because if we wouldn't have met this way, we would have never met. We would have never met if we didn't meet the way that we just did, or the way that we have, or we would have never met had these events not happened, or had this not happened to you or me or something like that. And maybe even how two people met has something to do with their very connection. Actually, I'm hearing it has a huge part to do with their connection. Like, let's say you meet someone in science class, in college, or in high school, or in middle school, wherever, and then all of a sudden the two of you just have like this incredible chemistry. It may even be who you've had the most chemistry with out of anyone you've ever met. But things got in the way, it didn't work out, or whatever, but it had something to do with y'all's connection. The reason I say that is because as soon as I started this, my alarm went off. So it was like there were red flags and alarms and whatever, but how y'all met, it was like, yeah, it very much has to do with, it doesn't matter how it ended. It doesn't matter how it ended. How y'all met very much was fitting to the relationship. You could meet someone at, I don't know, a doctor's office, and then the two of you are always healing each other. It's something like that. It has something to do with how y'all meet. Let's see, you meet each other on vacation. You meet each other on vacation. It's like, Life is like, take a chance, take a risk, go explore. This person and this connection is going to be very fun, full of adventure, full of exciting new things, full of learning, constantly learning new things. It's like travel, a lot of travel. You know, so take how you've met someone or how you meet them in the future if you haven't met them yet. Because this could be like a secret admirer. It's someone who just knows something, but they're not saying anything because they're trying to get something worked out in their own life, or they're trying to figure it out themselves. Could be juggling, going back and forth with realities. They're not going back and forth on their feelings. No. In fact, they don't. What they have for another person, it comes out of nowhere. It's not a feeling. It's not feelings, and it's not a feeling. It's not fleeting either. They get distracted and, you know, they do their own thing. They have life. They have work. Whatever they do. But, or this is you. But there's not a day that goes by that this person does not have the other on their mind, that they don't connect to them in some way, but in secret, meaning they could just be watching this person, or they could be like checking up on them on social media, or checking up on them somehow, making sure they're okay, but without being 100% present. You know what I mean? But they're still there, and they're watching, and they are like making sure, you know. I feel like this person is so connected to this other individual, they can pick up on how they're feeling just by, like, they're so connected to their energy. They're like, I hope this person's having a good day. I want to reach out to them because I feel like they're like, it just, you know, maybe they're not okay. I'm feeling something weird today. But anyway, yeah. All right, I think we're done now. I'm gonna leave it there. That's all we had for this, but I don't know, I get this sense that if and when these two people are ever able to see one another, either again or for the first time, or be able to connect and physically touch, this is probably going to be let's just say this. Someone's going to be waking up feeling even more in love than they did already. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling someone here, if there is ever an intimate connection made, see, I feel deeper now, like I'm feeling it. Y'all better watch out. I can literally feel it. My root chakra is on fire right now. I'm like, calm it down, spirit. I'm about to go shove ice cubes in it. A cold shower ain't gonna do shit for what this is. Cold shower ain't nothing. Somebody gonna have to go shove a popsicle up in it. Behave yourself. Okay, alright guys. Talk to you later. Bye.